Without a grand scheme overnight, Kati and David Timmons sort of fell into gardening. Although David's a graphic designer whose work includes garden books, their garden didn't happen on a deadline.
This has evolved over probably 15, almost 20 years. It started, very small and didn't have an overall plan at all. But as time went on, I looked at what had been done and I thought, well, what makes sense? People need to move from one area to another. This area gets a lot of light, that area doesn't. So that sort of suggested, well, where should the next bed be? What should be in it? And I think we probably tackled it maybe 200 square feet a year, something like that, where it gradually started to make sense, overall, and we just took it from there.
Eventually, they built raised beds in what was then lawn. The design's inception? David needed more room for plants. And in his heavy soil, raised beds gave him more options. Later, granite pathways replaced the grass ones. The idea, grass or granite, was to invite strolling throughout the garden, not just around its edges. Then they added the garden's version of traffic calming. But since David chose his first perimeter plants based on their sunlight and spatial needs, their maturity hasn't altered his plans. Now grown, they embrace the interior garden with the enclosing bowl effect he imagined.
There haven't been, real big failures, but there have been a lot of small ones, and so you have to get used to that. I mean, that's part of the territory, and you don't expect it to work right away, and it's something you plug away at. And you evaluate it year to year, and if you get lucky, that's great. If not, then just do something else.
Nights, weekends, and a paycheck at a time, he works on his picture. Even though Kati, David, and their son hang out on the deck to experience the garden from its overlook perspective, they wanted an eye-level spot right in the garden, too. David took its design to environmental survey consulting for execution. An earlier project was the garden leading to his graphic design office, formerly the garage and the driveway.
And I said, we've never used that garage for cars, it's just full of boxes. Let's turn this into my office. And all of a sudden we had more of a plan where all of a sudden we've got a fairly nice looking office, and it's got some nice looking beds in front of it with a sidewalk that leads right up to it from the driveway, and it all just sort of made sense.
The front yard is dramatically different than the one that came with the house.
The way we got into gardening at all was we had nothing but shade in the front yard because we had a huge pecan tree in the middle of the yard. And so our first experiment was planting impatiens around that pecan tree. That's our first foray. We had a windstorm and the pecan tree went down, and all of a sudden we had virtually full sun in the front yard for the first time. And that's when we started thinking about, well, we could do something else.
They built curb beds to catch the sun with wildlife-loving perennials.
It was winter time, and we just decided we'd had enough success. Well, let's extend these beds. Let's go out toward the street. When we started in the front, we were a little bit wary because everyone sees it, and we were a little more adventurous back here first, I guess. But one winter, it was real pleasant, and we just decided, let's dig up some of the grass and extend the beds. And so she and I took turns. We had a digging fork, the one that's hanging up there above the gate now, and we'd go out there for a couple hours, each of us taking turns and just digging and turning, and then if you get a longer view of a project like that, it's not so daunting, and it's not even physically that difficult. You just do a little bit at a time, until you get tired and you come in and take a rest, and the other one goes out there and starts turning stuff and adding compost. And, within 2 weeks or so, most of it was done.
The latest rendition was to excavate the rest of the grass and add circular beds and granite paths, again with execution by Environmental Survey Consulting.
it allows circulation even better than the grass did. And I didn't hate the grass, by any means. And there's something actually gratifying about, just mowing it. That's not very hard work. And you get some rains and you have, your lawn looks wonderful. So it's not that I hated it. It's just that I like the idea of doing something else more. One downside of, putting down the granite instead of grass is that everything that comes down from the pecan trees, some of that was hidden by the grass, or you could mow it up and grind it up. And now everything that falls is right on top of the surface. I went with a fairly formal look to the beds because I knew that that would work, especially with informal plantings. You get those two together and they kind of balance each other, or they create a nice tension. The symmetry and the informality work well together.
Although David has the sensitivity of a graphic designer, a lot of his inspiration comes from sweat.
I am a graphic designer, and so I tend to look at things from that point of view. And but I think most of it is spending a lot of time outside, just walking around and doing your chores and going from point A to point B. You think, well, well, this would certainly work here, and it wouldn't be a problem if this were blocked, because it's still easy to get over to B by doing this. And so I think just going outside and working and walking around your yard, you find out what are the viewpoints, and what does the morning sun hit, and what does the afternoon sun hit. You just go out there and observe.
That's one of his perks for moving his office to the compound.
Well, I think I'm extremely lucky in that regard, because I've got work that I love doing outside and work that I love doing inside, in the same place. I mean, our friends, joke about this and call it the compound, and that we're afraid to leave the compound. But it just so happens everything I love is here, and the people and the work and everything else. So I'm very lucky in that regard. And I can sit in my office and, during, a slow spell, and look out the window and look at, what I love to do outside, and let my mind drift a little bit. And, if I'm outside working, I also think about, the work I do inside as well. There's really no separation, and there doesn't need to be. I mean, there are a lot of times where I'll be working on a project and I'm just at a loss for palette, and it's sort of, I don't want to just do what the latest colors are, and I'll go walk around and I'll see things I hadn't thought of that work together, and I'll say, there's no reason on earth this won't work, on this project. So, I mean, nature, is always going to be a good inspiration.